Cool. So I'll just explain about the location again. The Lockfield Apartments and GCC and Canal Square. Sorry. Um, According to the location, the Lockfields, GCC, and Canal Square apartments are the closest to the campus. Basically, the SOIC building that most of you might have the classes in. And then there is Temple Lofts and Cosmopolitan, and the farthest away is the Grid Apartments. Uh, and for the prices section, same thing again. It's Lockfield and GCC, which are the cheapest. Then it goes to Canal Square Apartments, and then it's Grid and Cosmopolitan on the canal. Um, and do you have any other factors, Maran, that they should consider while choosing an apartment?
I don't think so. Like there are any other factors. I guess you covered pretty much everything. But yeah, I mean, just a couple of things maybe. Before applying, like of course everyone will take care. Like will take a look at the monthly rent and the monthly expenses as well. But I would just like to add a couple of things. Like try to apply to an apartment which is pretty closer to the university, since you are coming in spring and the winters here are really harsh and brutal, and it can be a task to even walk like 15 minutes from, say for example, like something like Grid to the university. It is going to be a deal every day. So yeah, my first preference would be, if you ask me, would be something which is near to the university, such as like the Cosmopolitan or the Gardens of Canal Court, Lockfield Gardens, Canal Square Apartments, or the Nanon Canal, which is also pretty closer. So yeah, this would be my first preference. Yes, then uh, like it would be just my preference. Like it is close to the university, yeah, and that is one of the major deciding factors, like where you are going to apply to the for the apartments. Yes, and apart from that, like yeah, is anyone saying something? Okay, yeah. So yeah,
न्यू रूम न्यू रूम मतलब इसे थोड़ा सा अच्छा लगता है ना न्यू खुद का रूम
okay, yeah, and so moving ahead, like yeah, so anywhere you stay, it is pretty much closer to all the grocery stores nearby, and you're pretty much covered in that manner. And yes, I don't think so. Like there is any other factor which needs to be taken care of while applying for an apartment, apart from the what Dhaval said and what I just added to his part. I guess Dhaval, we should like open the doors for questions.
Yeah.
I
I'll
already
just
have one in the comments.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. What if we are unable to get an apartment? How can we get emergency temporary accommodation? So it is again a really very good question. I was about to start with the temporary accommodation. So for temporary accommodation, if not, you can share your number and we can add you to the spring WhatsApp group, and you can keep on posting over there that looking for a temporary accommodation from this date to that date. And also we from DesiJags also find temporary accommodation. Like if one of our friend is having a temporary accommodation, they might just inform us and then we can post in the group as well. And yeah, so temporary accommodation things works like through networking kind of thing. Like you can post in the group. We shall also post in the group if we have any leads. Like again, no guarantee like is anyone gonna be having a temporary accommodation available at their place. But yes, whatever we come across, like we directly post in the group along with the phone number of the person who is looking, like who is open for a temporary accommodation. Then it is like up to you guys. You guys can always coordinate through WhatsApp or WhatsApp call or something, and then these things work out. Yeah, even when I was coming, I found my temporary accommodation in the similar manner. Yeah. Also, we have another question. Can you please brief about safety in Indianapolis? Okay, so I guess considering safety is like it is pretty safe. Like some parts are, it is always going to be there. Like you need to be very much aware about where you are going and how you are going and whom you are going with. So like the university area and the apartments area and the downtown, they are pretty safe. And like we don't hear much about like is there any problem going on or something. But yeah, there is something or the other is still going on, and in what corner of the part or what corner of the city, and we even also we don't know that. But yeah, like considering from a student point of view, it is pretty safe. Like if you stay in the gardens of Canal Court or any of the apartments, they are also pretty safe with, they have the fence and they have the gate which opens with a code. And yeah, university area and downtown, the Kroger area. Kroger is a grocery store area. The uh, and the canal area, we have a beautiful canal in Indianapolis, the canal area. Yeah, yeah. So they are pretty much safe. Anything about local transportation? So local transportation is basically the bus service we have is Indigo bus. That is what the local transportation is in Indianapolis. Apart from that, there are like scooter services like the two-wheeler Lime, Uber, Lime. They are the scooter services, but that's not going to be useful for winter, since if it would be snowing, then scooter is not the option. Yeah, the bus is the option. And we also have Jag Line in university, which is free service from university. To one bus goes to downtown and another goes to Canal Square, or some goes to Lockfield. So yeah, there is like Jag Line service offered by university, which is free. Any shuttle or bus, any shuttle bus or something to college by any chance? Yes, that is what Jag Line is. Jag Line goes from
It's Jag Line, yeah.
Jag Line. Yeah, I'll just write it. Jag Line. Dhaval, would you like to take over questions?
Yeah. So Sanjan asked, like, is there any Indian grocery stores nearby? So that is really that's the problem, because the Patel brothers, which is the most famous Indian stores in US, it's like about 30 minutes from the bus, I guess, if I'm not wrong. But that can be taken care of if you have everything planned. Let's say if you want to take, let's say, pre-made rotis or any other stuff that is purely found in Indian stores, you can get most of the stuff in Kroger. That's not an issue. But if there are particular things that can only be found in Patel, like Indian stores, you would have to plan it before going and take like the amount of stuff in account, so that you would not have to go again and again for that distance. For the Indigo bus service, if you want to travel by Indigo, so that's bus travel, that public bus travel that is in the city of Indianapolis. There's a student pass that you can take for a month. If you are a frequent traveler, that would be suggested. If you are a frequent traveler, you can take a pass. It's a $30 pass for a month, and you can travel it by to any distance and any time that you want. But that's a thing. You need to just plan to go to Patels, or if you have someone's car, that would be an easier option. But if you go by bus, it's around 20 to 25 minutes one way. So yeah, there's a next question by Lydia. Hi, is the health insurance monthly or semester payment? Um, so what happened? So I am a fall 22 student. I had to pay the insurance for the semester. It was about $750, I guess. And I guess that's the way you have to pay it. It would be paid by semester, every semester. Yeah. And so we have I guess I hope you have answered your questions. There's a new question by Sai Varsha. Is there Walmart or any grocery stores that is at a walkable distance from the campus? There are few stores that are walkable distance from the campus. There's Kroger's, which is like the closest to the campus. That is the most reasonable amount, like the reasonable amount of products according to the rate that you would found here. There's also Needlers and Whole Foods. Whole Foods is like a same grocery store, but it's on the pretty expensive side. It is not closer to the campus. It's like closer to the main downtown city area, but these are the three options that you can look out for groceries when you come in Indianapolis. Um, okay. For the Walmart part, the closest Walmart would be also the same distance that the Patel Brothers is. If you would have to plan for what you want, and then like it would not be a frequent visit that you want to go for. Okay. So the next question is by Neha. The campus of IUPUI is the
When we
heart.
apply for an apartment, then
Sorry, can you repeat that again?
Yeah, we
What?
couldn't hear you. Can you repeat that once? Okay, yeah, if not, then you can also choose to type the question in the chat box. Yeah, Dhawal, please continue with the question from Neha, the campus of IUPUI.
Yeah. So the campus of IBI is in the heart of the city where all facilities are available or towards the outskirts. So yeah, it is pretty close in the downtown. It's not far away in the outskirts, and you would have all the facilities for the urgent medical care that IPI provides, and the grocery stores and the clothing options. There's a mall also in downtown which is closer, where you can find like clothing things, and if you want to watch a movie, that can also be done like in the place. So they have all required facilities closer to the campus and the housing. um, there's a next question from Kiran Kumar. I have
Yeah,
seen
I
that.
already answered him in chat. Yeah,
Okay, okay,
yeah.
okay. So for the immunization part, I guess that would be more explained by the campus facilities itself, because that they would have a more particular information about how that can be done. Uh, but if you have any other specific doubt, you can reach out to us in the chat on the WhatsApp group as well, and we'll like look at it if we can find out any particular answer for that from with the help of them. Okay.
Also, like, is there any, are there any more questions regarding the housing or the apartment or temporary accommodation? Okay, we see a couple.
no,
So
tell
I have
about the
one
house
quick question.
apartment.
For is
Uh,
VVO content from the campus, and do people opt for it usually? So Ms. Kshitija has posted this question: how far is VVO on 10th from the campus, and do people opt for it usually? So VVO on 10th, I would say is a good amount of far from the campus. Yes, people do opt for it, no doubt people do opt for it, but again, then transportation is the key which you need to figure out. Like, if you are pretty sorted from the transportation point of view, then Vivio is not that far from the university. But if you don't have your transportation sorted, then yes, Vivio is going to be pretty far. But again, yeah, Vivio is a good place to stay, but and people do opt for it. Yeah, but it's just the transportation which matters. Yeah.
Someone was talking. Can you
Oh,
repeat that
yeah,
question?
can you please repeat the question? I'm sorry.
no, yeah. Just had this question. I'm sorry if it was repeated before. But yeah, like basically, let's say that we are, let's say 3 of the roommates are coming on December 25th or something, but the 4th roommate is only able to come on January 1st or something. Would they be still able to stay there in the apartment even before the lease is signed? Because you mentioned that all 4 people should be there, right, for the lease signing agreement.
Yes, yeah, I got your question. So, like, in this case, there are like two options. The property managers would ask you to either remove that person as a leaseholder, and then once he is done with the visa, or if they are in the United States, and then you can add the same person as an uh, applicant to your lease, and then he or she can still continue to stay with you. But if they want to be a leaseholder, so for Sexton properties like Gardens of Canal Court and Lockfield are managed by Sexton Properties. For Sexton Properties, all the leaseholders need to be physically present before the property managers while signing the agreement. But again, yeah, this is an option. Like, if they are not able to come while you are signing the lease, then you can always go ahead and cut their name as a leaseholder, and then you can again add them as an applicant, and so yeah, whenever they come in the United States. So yeah, in this manner, you three can continue to stay, and the fourth person will also be able to stay late with you.
Okay, so you would sort of recommend all the four to come together then to the US,
Yeah,
right?
if
Like that's the
possible, then
plan.
all of the four can come together. If all of the four are leaseholder, if not possible, then any number of people who are able to come can become leaseholder, and then rest of can become just an applicant. Yeah, and there is no discrimination between like the leaseholder and the applicant. It is just a way of signing the lease. Like some people might want to switch out in 6 months or 8 months or something. Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Does that answer your question?
Yes, it does. Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah. No
I
problem.
also just one quick question. So let's say we are taking it like far away, right? Like let's say we don't get any of these apartments, maybe because they're in high demand or something. So there is still like buses to the campus, right? I mean, it's pretty much in the center, so we would still get buses, right? Even if it's a bit far.
Yes, you will still get bus, but the bus frequency here is like a bus in 20 to 25 minutes, the public transportation bus. And the Jag line, it operates within the university, and some parts nearby the university, it is every 7 to 8 minutes. But yes, if you are opting for public transport, then there is going to be a bus every 20 to 25 minutes. And usually it is pretty much on time, and it helps you reach on time as well.
Okay, thank you.
I see a question from Kaushal Pancholi saying, please tell answer of sharing rent. I have the same question. Okay.
I guess you would, Kushal
I
would need
don't.
to elaborate
Yeah,
it more.
yeah. Please, Kaushal, if possible, can you just elaborate your question?
I guess he might type. I guess till that
Yeah.
we can
Yeah.
take the next
Yes.
question.
Yeah.
Is Canal Square apartment better choice to opt? Yeah, I guess it is. It is the closest to the campus. Considering if you're considering the SYC building, it would be the closest, but I'm not sure. Like the other buildings that if you are from any other departments, rather than human info like health informatics, human computer interaction, and any other of that sort which fall under the SOIC, I guess it would be a closer option for you guys. But if not, Lockfields or GCC would be closer options for any other like schools, I guess. Um, okay, I have a question from Durga. It's okay. It's a direct. I am interested to buy an Apple laptop coming to US. Where do I have to purchase it at mall or someplace? If there is any Apple store near the campus. So I'm not sure if there's any place at the mall or and there's no Apple store also near the campus. But what I did was I just applied it online just by taking the student discount that the Apple provides. I got the MacBook 13-inch M2, and it was around 1,400 for me, and with I also got the gift card with which I got the AirPods as well. So I think it was a pretty decent deal for with the help of the student discount that you get. So there's a question from Neha that students get some student pass for Jagline. So I guess there's no pass as such to travel by Jagline. The like they would not really ask for you to show anything while you get in the bus. But I guess there's only an ID card, student ID card that you get, Crimson card. That would be the only requirement if they even ask for it. Sometimes that would be the only thing that you would need to travel with the Jagline. Harshal Singh Chauhan has asked, what are the amenities provided?
Yeah, I'd like to take over. Yeah, can I?
Yeah,
That
yeah,
question?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. You can.
So basically, there are no amenities provided apart from the kitchen stuff in an apartment. They're completely unfurnished apartments. The amenities what include in the house would be your washer dryer, your oven and microwave, your refrigerator and dishwasher. So these are the 5 things which are provided in your kitchen area. And apart from that, there is nothing else provided in any sort of rented apartments. Yeah, but there are some apartments like Grid or Vivio, they do come furnished, but yeah, the rent is pretty much high. And as I mentioned earlier, like they do come furnished with a sofa or a bed or something, but yeah, it comes at a high rent, and they are furnished apartment. But for the apartments which are Gardens of Canal Court, Lockfield Gardens, or then Canal Square apartments, or the Cosmopolitan, they do not come furnished, and yeah, they just come with the basic amenities. Yeah, I see. Yes, I see a question from Miss Sanjana. How far is Lockfield Apartments from Purdue Block? So it is just 1 block away from Purdue Block. Lockfield Apartments is just 1 block across the street from Purdue Block. And another question is regarding Wi-Fi from Ms. Ruchuta Desai. Wi-Fi needs to be set up by the people staying in the apartment. There is no free Wi-Fi in the apartments, but yeah, there is free Wi-Fi in the university, and you can always call the Wi-Fi providers. Like there are a number of providers, and for your apartment, which Wi-Fi service works best would already be recommended by you by the property managers at the time of signing the lease, and they might also connect you to the service provider, and then you can proceed your Wi-Fi with your Wi-Fi connection. I guess Dhaval, we are running short on time. Can we do one thing, like we can just ask everyone to post their questions in the group, and then we can answer it one by one. Or what we can do is we can make an Excel sheet of the questions along with the answers, and we can post the link in the group's description itself, so that everyone, even joining people who join the group late, can access the questions and answers.
Yeah.
Is that a good idea?
Yeah, we can do that. I also have to share this Excel sheet. So
Yeah.
this is the Excel sheet that we have created for you guys. So what you can do is, we have also like included the distance and the cost here, but this is just for you guys to find roommates if you have not found it yet. So this is just an example for you guys. You can enter your name, your WhatsApp number, your email ID, your major, and just a basic detail, so that you could get understand about the members that are present in the group and who you can get join guys let you in as a roommate as well. So I'll just share this link in the group after the session is done, and also update it in the description with the questions Excel sheet as well. So what you can do is, you can just fill it out and look for your roommates and other questions that you want over here.
Yeah, like I guess, yeah, this is a good option. Along with that, we can also ask all the participants to post their questions in the group, and we'll surely get back to your questions, since we are running a bit short on time this time. But yeah, we are going to have like more sessions as well. So yes, we'll try our best to cover as many questions and as many doubts you guys have, and we'll try as DesiJags members, we'll try our best to help you to the best of our ability. And by saying that, if possible, could you guys turn on your video? I mean, we'll just like to see like good and fresh faces. Like it's been a while we have met new people. Like if possible, if everyone could turn on their video, so that we can just have a couple of minutes interaction. Hey guys, what's up?
Hi.
Hello.
Did anyone see the cricket match today between India and South Africa?
For the match or something.
Hey Ishwar, hey Kiran, hey Kaushal, Abhishek, Sunitha, Saivasha, Shriveda. How are you guys doing? You
Doing
can
good.
unmute yourselves. Like, yeah, please feel free to unmute yourselves and turn on your video. We can have a good conversation.
Hey Manan, so like you've been part of this college for a year or so, or how long has it
So
been?
I'll be completing a year, like in a month. I'll be completing a year. Yes.
Yeah, I see.
Come on, there are like 25 people, and I see like 7 people have turned on their video. I'm waiting for another 18 people to turn on their video.
What is this sublease thing? Like there's a thing going on Facebook groups like sublease.
Okay, so sublease is basically if I already have a rented apartment, but I am planning to visit some other place for a month, then I would ask someone to stay over at my place as a subleasing. Like I am the leaseholder, but I would ask someone to stay at my place and I can get rent from that amount. Like since I'm going out for a month, but I will still have to pay the rent. So whatever amount I will get from the person who is staying on my temporary accommodation would be my subleaseholder, and the amount what I get will go towards the rent. In that manner, I don't have to pay extra for my rent while I'm already out of my house. Yeah.
So what happens if we keep extra member in our apartment? I mean, like 2 BHK, 5 members. We have answered the question, but without knowing the management.
Uh,
Can we?
so yeah, like people might do that. We are not sure about it. Like, do people do that or not, and how do they do it? But yeah, someone or the other might be doing that, and so we generally don't recommend anyone to do that. Yeah, since it's against the law. So like we try to stick to the laws as far as we can, and yeah, we generally don't recommend anyone to do that, but if you are able to pull it out, then it is up to you guys.
Also, what is this Jags thing, Jaguar or something? Like, what does that mean? Is this like a college logo or something?
Jaguar is basically the mascot of IUPUI, and hence Jagline means bus line is Jagline. DesiJags means Jags is again the Jaguar, which is mascot of IUPUI, and Desi means we all.
Okay, I guess. Yeah. Okay, so every US college has a mascot, right? I guess.
Yes, every US university has a mascot. Yeah, and Jaguar is the mascot for IUPUI.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, I guess it was a pretty good session, and hope we were able to answer your questions. And if not, then you can still again post in the group, and we'll try to get back to you as soon as we can. Like, yeah, since it's gonna be time difference until you guys come here. So yeah, we'll try to, have more sessions, more informative sessions. We are still planning on what needs to be done next, and we'll surely keep you guys updated in the group. And we will love like if you all guys can join the session and take advantage of the session.
Yeah. Also keep a lookout for the November event that we are also going to host a meet and greet session for you guys.
Yes.
So that would be a thing where you can just interact with your peers and get to know each other better before coming to the US.
Thank you.
Yeah, that is one. Yeah, thank you guys, and you guys have a good night.
Yeah. Bye.
Yeah,
Bye,
thank you.
guys.
Thank you so much for helping me, guys.
No
Yeah,
problem.
definitely.
As for the information, it's been a lot.
Bye. Good night. Good night, guys.
Good night.